Hey guys, I try to limit myself to no more than 2 angry rants per year, and now that we're in May, it feels, I guess this is the one that we're gonna go with. And so if you guys don't like angry rant videos, I bid you farewell. However, to set up a little bit of what's going on, 343 is a total pile of and they should literally just give Halo to somebody else. They should absolutely just give Halo to another company and take the good people that are working there, I would say some of the devs, and get that leadership pull of crap that is just releasing absolute garbage patches out of there and figure out what they absolutely want to do with Halo. Here's the glass shattering moment. I'm a man of hope. I'm a guy who likes to root for people and for games, but here I am just trying to enjoy a little bit of Halo in my day. And I constantly, as matches are about to wrap up, get kicked out of the freaking servers to the point where I'm not even getting any of the progression that I was supposed to be promised in their ass freaking progression system. Okay, so why am I pissed about it? It's 2022, and when this glass shattering moment happens, you start to evaluate everything that 343 has been doing in this situation. First and foremost, Halo Master Chief Collections. Can't even speak. Their launch. Absolute pile of garbage. That could have been something better. Yes, they go back and fix it, and yes, that I think is a good testament, and we should applaud winning when winning happens. But why am I testing out your game? Why am I the one who has to test out your game? You've had over 6 months and connection issues, especially when, hey, the match, you want to go ahead and leave it. You can. We're not going to punish you for it. And then they punish you for it. Is unacceptable. This should not be something that we allow or accept. And I've tweeted. And who cares about Twitter, right? Like, I don't really care, but I'm saying, like, I don't have another way of getting this feedback into their ear holes other than sitting down and making an angry rant video, of which I try to cap myself at least 2 per year, because at the end of the day, it's just an effing video game, and I'm going to go play something else. And that's the real thing. I think one of the things that most interesting in terms of comments that I saw on my latest video about Halo, talking about how Season 2 needs work, a lot of people saying, like, well, if they did do a ranked Team Slayer, like, that could just fundamentally, like, bottom out all the other playlists, because not that many people are actually playing Halo Infinite, and then you start to really wonder why. Now, I've got my own theories. I don't think that's essentially what this video should be about. It should literally be about who should take over for 343. I would love to know if you guys have a studio in mind that you think could run Halo better than 343. Like, I want to hear it. I want to know. And maybe we just tier list the crap out of it, because this is effing YouTube, and that's what we do around here. I actually really am fucking pissed. And what it comes down to it is that every time when I'm sitting here trying to enjoy a little bit of your game, that hopefulness, that excitement, the part that's actually having fun in my brain is constantly getting kicked in the balls. Why? Why am I testing out your game in 2022? Why are we in this cycle at all? This is Halo. This isn't an indie studio. This isn't a small company that's, you know, that's just getting it all together. I think those companies, those smaller companies, are doing a better job than Microsoft's own 343 with an apparent budget of $500 million? Is that some kind of payout to somebody? Like it just, as a side note from the whole Twitter and Elon Musk buyout thing, like, when you start to see what Twitter's spending on their development, like, are they just handing out paychecks or something like that? Like, what is going on? Where is that money going? And what we end up with, the product that we get, it's just, I don't know, man. It is just so effing mind-numbing that I am shaking right now. I'm shaking, and I want Halo to be good. Halo, for me, is a long-running series. It's like all of a sudden if Mario just didn't release a good game. Now, they don't release Mario that often, but the hell, they don't release Halo that often. And at least Nintendo can figure it out, despite all the issues that Nintendo has. Regardless. So I'm left just angry. And why? Why am I so angry? Why after all of these years, they don't know how to make a game when everybody else, and everybody else is obviously such a generic term because there are clearly people who, like, look at Call of Duty. It sucks too, right? I guess this is also part of that. Why is it 2022 and all of a sudden we can't figure out how to get people to play together and actually have an experience that's worthwhile? That's all I'm asking. That's really all I'm asking. I don't have anything else to say to add to this anger, except for just the fact that, like, question is who should take over for Halo. Clearly, they need some better leadership. I obviously don't see them sending it over to another studio per se, right? They've invested in the 343 brand, and maybe that brand, that development team becomes in terms so, you know, like, I guess negative that they're like, yeah, it's just easier to shutter it down and say, hey, we're going to put all these people because they own it. You know, it's like, let's go ahead and bring in all these resources and drive all these things together and buckle it all and build in a better team. I think the leadership, though, is clearly the problem. That's where I fall into it. I think that they could easily find other jobs within Microsoft and do something better. Thank you for your time, everybody. I'm going to go and do some other things. Cool my head. Thank you for letting me rant a little bit. Hopefully we see a better and brighter future for Halo. I still think it's going to be a long time. I think, obviously, with a 6-month battle pass, 6-month season, it's just gonna be more of this bullshit. All right, guys. Peace out. See you next time.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to Destiny. I'm off with a clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.